Hey guys, it's Dave. I opened up a Tesla trade today. Is that my Bessie in a Tessie? Yes, it is. Okay, I've been watching this for quite a while, waiting for this setup right there on 9.6 that I did indeed miss. So I had to exercise a little patience and wait for this 234 level break. We finally got that yesterday. Okay, this is not a days to cover play or a short flip play. This is a nice technical analysis, nice setup, and because it's Tesla type play. So you can see that this 234 level acted as resistance as on 729. You can count 730 if you want, kind of to the high day. However, another topping tail on 731, topping tail on 9.5, topping tail ish, just a big old sell off on 9.6. Topping tails close around the 231, 233 on 912, on 913, certainly on 917, certainly on 918, right? So this is in my definition, a significant level of resistance at this point in time. Yesterday, volume, big break of it. Okay. We had a nice little, probably a short squeeze, some such of that. And I did not want to chase it. I had a feeling that it was going to come back down to retest it because that's what the price tends to do. And so I stayed patient and I entered today. Looking at the weekly here on Tesla, you can see it's nice and rounding, respecting the short-term EMAs above the 200 SMA and 50 SMA. Again, pay attention. This is on the weekly, right? So this looks like it's wanting to start trend upwards here. Okay, so how did I do it? Again, let's go to trading view here. So here's what I was looking at here. So again, I missed this pullback to the that down trend line break. So it chopped around in here. This here would have been my ideal entry. Kind of as a target is 234 that prior. That's not what this trade is. So I waited kind of this ascending triangle here. This trend line starts here. So it tapped here on Monday the 5th, that oversold day, right? So that's where it starts. 1, 2 makes it 3. Okay. I was hoping actually for like a pullback down here on yesterday. I was looking for more of a liquidation so I can maybe play here and put a stop loss around underneath this guy or that guy. That didn't work out, which is fine. This is why we have if-then statements for and have multiple plans for if price says this, then we do this, right? Up and down. So it doesn't really matter to me. So I had a plan for this. I was looking for this 234 break. Boom, broke it Thursday. And then I even posted it up. I was like, all right, look for the pullback to 234-ish level. This pullback this morning on the down here, the low of 235.92, that was good enough for me. I'm not trying to get a perfect entry on this look because I'm swinging this, right. And it was a travel day for me, so I didn't really have the opportunity. So all I did was manage my risk and make sure the stop loss was appropriate. So my premise of this is a breakout. It's a level breakout with a retest of that level. And I did enter around... So entry level here, okay? I entered entered at 240 right here, right freaking there. Why I entered, nice little extension, nice push off the lows of the day. That kind of came around this area. I don't think there's anything too special, to be honest, other than it's close to the breakout area. This white line is the anchor VWAP from the breakout of this level. So you can see that sellers were in control. Even I did say, hey, I want buyers to be in control when I entered. And so this is VWAP from today. We had nice selling throughout the morning around, what time is that? 10:15. We had a nice bounce. And then, so this is a strong push off at the low of the day, right? And so a higher high, if you look here, a higher high was indeed made, okay? And I was kind of looking at this area as a potential flagging situation. And so I posted up, I'm like, hey, this could be the entry if we get some volume. It was like here or here that I said that. And it was holding above today's VWAP, fighting with yesterday's anchored VWAP. And on this increase of volume, it wasn't super significant, but it was an increase in volume and a big green bar. That's where I entered. I entered at 2. I think I entered here around 11:05 or 11:10. Yeah, because I remember I liked this big green bar on volume. It sold off following, but then got bought up. So I liked that little bottoming tail on the 5-minute too. So I bought in right around here, right as resistance hit 240, and then what it do? It just continued to kind of slowly trickle down again. I'm just kind of managing that. You can see a little downtrend line break there, little push up, but it failed to make a higher high and it just pushed to make a lower low. And then again, we get a nice push off to make a higher high relative to these two. But there's still kind of resistance at this area that I'll be watching out for right at my entry point, unfortunately. Either way, I have my risk managed. My risk, if this trade is invalid, if it breaks a low of today, because I'm treating this as the retest. If it fails, then I'm just going to look for another entry point, because overall, I like this look, right? And so if this one fails and it wants to take out the low of this day, then so be it. I'll just look for a potential entry on a higher low on the daily time frame, look for on a smaller again, and look for a continuation up. Oh, another reason why I like this trade is this light blue line here. That's anchored VWAP from this sell-off day on high volume. So these highs of 271 on the dot, by the way. You can see it chopped around here, but acted as resistance here, failed to hold above here, right? And then it spent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically a week above that level, right? So buyers are indeed in control from this high right there and from this low right here. All right. So this is it's a good setup. It's making a higher high. It finally broke that 234 level on volume. Still has some supply above these guys. It's hitting this little pocket of resistance right here, pocket of supply, which is kind of why I was anticipating price to come back and retrace this level, right? But once supply shuts out, once these guys decide to sell for profit taking here and maybe breaking even or just saving some losses here, I'm anticipating price to rise. Hopefully that makes sense. That's how I manage that.